right. Welcome to Hot Pudge IG Live. Hot Pudge IG Live. What's up? New day, new time. Same old Pudge. Happy to be here. Thank you, everybody. I wasn't on yesterday. I had a family get together. My cousin's joining the Air Force. He leaves tomorrow. So on his last Sunday as a civilian, wanted to spend time, have some fun with friends and family. We went whitewater rafting. Whitewater rafting. Say that 3 times real fast. Whitewater rafting. Anyway, it was a fucking blast. My shoulder's killing me. Had fun. Almost drowned. We'll talk about it. Let me get my guest on, because you know how I do. I don't fuck around. Straight to the guests, because they're the ones that matter. All right. Today, very dear way back, day one. We're talking when I was a little pequeño open micer. He was one of the nicest guys then, and he's still the nicest guy. He's very well respected. Been around the game. God damn, he's got at least 20 years in, I believe. At least, because I got 14, 15. He's got at least 20 years in. Yeah, very well known, very well respected, and loved. This is one of the most lovable motherfuckers in the game. Happy to have him with us if I can get him on. It says waiting for what? Yo no sé. I hope if you're trying to chime in, I hope you're on your cell phone and not your laptop. Because that's one of the things I noticed, and a couple other people doing IG shows. If you're doing an IG show, do it off your cell phone. Laptops are not recommended. Initially, it can be done, I think, but you need some kind of special app or fucking program or some shit. So here we go. I got him. So yeah, definitely from your cell phone. And yeah, laptop chips. I don't know. There he is.
Yeah. Let me get to the light. Yeah.
Tino Romero.
Yes. What's going on, Pudge?
The one and only Tino.
Yeah. Ooh, I was catching a panic attack. And I'm like, no. I was just on there. I was ready to go. And it just...
You're good.
Yeah.
Are you shining that bright? Is your star that big?
No. I'm in character. I don't know. Okay, here we are. Can you see me now?
Can you see me now?
Okay.
Beautiful eyes.
Oh, thank you. Tell me more about my eyes.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. Way to save that whitewater rafting.
White. Yeah, it's a tough one. Whitewater rafting.
Yeah. I was practicing. I'm like, no, he did good for what it was. But it had me thinking, how come there's no black water rafting?
Black water rafting.
Black water rafting matters.
Black water rafting matters. That's right. Or maybe that's the nighttime. When they go, it's black water rafting.
All right, let's not go any deeper into that, Pudge. We can get in trouble.
Deeper. Oh my God.
Hey.
Pandemanium is going wild.
Yep. You know I have that side to me. Let me take off the hat. I feel like you guys can't see me. Can you guys see me?
You are of a dark complexion.
Okay, I can move. I was charging, but I can move to where it's lighter. Let me go over here. Oh, let me bring a chair.
That looks pretty. Wow, that looks good. Yeah.
That right here.
Great.
Right here. Right here.
Right here. Good. Right there.
Okay.
Stay.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I have a big place. I have a lot to choose from.
I see you. Yeah,
this is like, this is a post-comedy show where I'm like moving stuff around. I'm tired, so like, fuck it, just throw things everywhere. So don't judge me on tonight.
Last time I spoke to you, you were telling me you invited me, so I couldn't make it because I had to wake up early Sunday. But Saturday night, you had an actual little show in your basement chateau.
Yeah.
John Laster on.
Yeah. It was great. He ripped the place apart. Of course, everything about it, But my favorite joke was him saying, "Wow, I went from the Comedy Cellar to the regular cellar." And I'm like, oh wow, that's
He
what
was
this
just
is.
calling it. He was just calling it.
Yeah. But we had a great time. Thank you to John Lasta, Rashad Bashir, Cooper Rigo, Dory.
Cooper,
Yeah,
Cooper
Cooper made
Rita.
an appearance. Can you believe it? They came to
Man,
support, but they came to support. But you know me,
yeah.
as a there's people and there's a stage. You get up
Well,
here.
you're as the booker and producer, you made a corporate decision and threw them on the show.
I did, and I was glad it worked out. It worked out just fine because comedians are rusty because they've not been up or whatever. But
Yes,
they
yes.
I gotta be honest, man. Everyone that has come to this that has blessed my my bedroom has done a great job. I've done a great job. I've genuinely had a great time with everyone.
I
And
tell you,
thanks again.
I touched the mic for the first time last Wednesday,
Hmm.
last Thursday,
Hmm.
at a open mic in a park not too
Oh,
far from my house, and
mm.
it felt great and weird at the same time. It's like holy shit, it's like
Right.
it wasn't 100% there. It's like physically, I felt the motion,
Yeah.
but the connect between the brain and the material and the mouth and
Right.
and all that.
It all got to get in sync, and it takes
Yeah,
it's
it was the body was moving, and I
right.
so I had some of the muscle memory and the muscles, but then the brain and the
Yeah,
words. So it was good though. It was a nice icebreaker.
yeah. It's a start. It's a start.
Yeah.
You gotta. We're all working on mechanics right now. Because I felt like I took the lumps learning how to like perform on live and Zoom and all these things.
Yeah.
And now like we're getting back. I'm like, oh damn! Now I gotta like add the physicality
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
everything was just kind of like visualize this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
and you know me, I'm a physical comic. I like to
Yeah.
like
Yes.
uh,
Yeah.
uh,
We're very move around. We have facial gestures and
yeah
muscles
yeah
and stuff like that. And I miss that
yeah
with
yeah
the Zoom shows. You can't do the
yeah
same. You can only do so much in this little box that's given
right
us, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like
exactly
that's all
exactly.
you have right here. And
That's it.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like at the park, I felt, I guess my body opened up. I felt,
Yeah
into it and
yeah
it, but then it was just the words and the
right.
brain and the rhythm.
Yeah.
And then,
You combining jokes.
yeah, and then being outside with traffic. I wasn't, there was traffic there. It was muggy,
Oh
like
no.
feeling something. I've never felt
Right.
humidity during a set.
Yeah.
I was like, this feels funny. It's like,
Yeah. This current is the word they're using now, the new term. This is the new norm, You got to get used to cars and squirrels and pigeons.
well, I'm going back to the old normal this Wednesday because my next spot is at the Mohegan Sun for that
Ooh.
for that contest. So,
Ah.
which should be, I would never say it's a walk in the park,
Uh-huh.
but it should be organic, natural to do a 5 minute in a contest versus, but
Yeah.
under the conditions, it's like fuck. Like I got to study now. I really got to just like I really have to.
Yeah.
Like before, it's like the jokes you've already done or you have processed in your head.
Hmm.
All you got to do is, okay, find them, maybe do a couple of mics or shows, and
Right.
boom, set.
Yeah.
This is more, I don't know, there's
Right.
no room, there's nowhere to go. There's like, it's going to go straight from the house to the stage.
Right.
It'll be the second time on stage in 4 5 months. And yeah, I'm curious to see. I might bomb.
Yeah. You're not
Yeah.
gonna bomb. You prepare for this all your life. By the way, it's not 20 years in comedy, all right? Don't
How long?
comedy becomes like, a woman's age is like, no, I just started, so I want to feel like I'm a 16-year-old girl in comedy, okay?
You're
So,
okay, so you're a 16-year-old veteran.
yeah.
Uh,
But I'm in it actually 16 to be exact. So, but
16?
yeah. But
Oh, wow. Because I know, when I started, you were already around. So I'm coming up on 14 or 15, so I thought you were a veteran when I
Thank
seen
you.
you.
Oh, thank you. No, I was just dumping the trash and cleaning the tables awesomely. That it gave me an advantage on stage.
Okay.
But no, I was, yeah.
Because you
I
always look
just,
you always look comfortable up there.
oh, thank you. I mean, when you clean toilets at stage time, you find a little comfortability, up there because it's like, hey, what's the worst that could happen, huh?
You're one of those old schoolers. That's a great point. What one of the things we have to do is hit the stage, but it's not something that people are giving away to all the upcoming comedians and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
no.
we're in a position where it's like do or die. We have to do what we have to do to get stage time. And you made one of those. I mean, that's an ultimate sacrifice of fucking cleaning toilets and busting tables and things of that nature. I
Yeah,
mean, and totally mad respect,
right.
and
Thank
totally
you.
understood. It's like it's nothing. It's like, yeah. I mean, in my head, it's like, yeah, but I don't know if that's what comedians today are willing to do. Are they willing to go the extra mile? Are they willing to, bust tables or see
Right,
people or clean bathrooms, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like I
right.
just don't see it today.
Maybe not, maybe not. There might be, a diehard there that,
Right.
like happened to me, ran out of friends, and it was like, oh boy, okay, no more friends. What do I have to do to get on stage? And me not knowing exactly what to do, because I'm like, I don't know if you know the story of me in comedy. Like, I didn't sign up for comedy like because oh this is why it was like a cousin of mine that put me to do it, so I had no idea about the ins and outs and what to do. All I knew was like whoever told me like get friends to perform. After my cousin, pretty much my first show, I had nothing to do. It was just kind of like show up, and he had like 20 people there for me.
Wow.
Motherfucker, I thought it was gonna be that easy always.
Story before. We all come in this and we have no clue. We're absolutely clueless. We think it's at first it's like oh, and then it's like oh, and then it's
Yeah.
like oh,
Oh, yeah.
and it's
So
like,
that was the toilet cleaning part. Like, oh, I gotta do
yeah,
this. Oh,
yeah, yeah. Like we don't.
yeah.
Oh God, it's like I mean, totally dumb, deaf, and blind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And and then we learn. And then we learn we start learning the business. We start learning.
Yeah. You learn the hard way, as they say.
Yeah.
You learn the hard way because I not knowing, it was just kind of like whoever told me to bring friends, whoever. And then when I ran out of friends, I remember the day where Ozzy Byers, rest in peace, just kind of tapped me on the shoulder because he saw me like in front of the comedy club, just kind of like, I got no friends, I'm not gonna perform. He tapped me like, hey, you want to work for stage time? You want to like get, I got this
Yeah.
basement and bottles and da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, stage time. All I heard was stage time. All I heard was stage time, and yeah, and then I embarked on I think a 5 year uh uh yeah, bar backing,
Yeah.
toilet cleaning,
I've
stage time
always
career.
loved I've always loved and respected the humility,
Hmm.
people like yourself and other comedians just doing whatever it takes, putting themselves out there for the stage time. I mean,
Hmm.
totally. I mean, that's the sacrifice. That's the key word you hear about, the sacrifice for the craft.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I learned from people like you and other people. And you got to do what you got to do.
Hmm.
And on the flip side, it always irks the fuck out of me when you see some young comics who are just they're not willing to go the extra mile, or they
Hmm.
feel fucking insulted, to be
Grasshoppers.
asked. You know what I'm saying? I actually I reached out to a young comic. He was in college at the time,
Hmm.
so smart young kid, wanted to be a comic, and then eventually graduated. So he came into the scene more often. And
Hmm.
at that time, I was already blossoming as a producer, and I
Hmm.
had about 3, 4, 5 productions going on,
Hmm.
and I needed some help. I was pretty good with my mouth and with the production and ideas.
Right.
But what I lacked was knowledge and keyboarding and the computer.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a young
You were
kid who
old.
yeah, yeah. I see this young kid fresh out of college. I'm like, well, he's got to be a computer savvy more than me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, I need help. If you don't mind assisting me and jumping on the computer a few times a week and mailing this or doing that, I can hook you up with stage time. I can absolutely hook you up with stage time because I had 3, 4, 5.
Boom. Mm-hmm.
So I'm figuring this kid is looking at 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 spots a month, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all open micers, mind you. We're all open micers.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at me like I was crazy, and he said no. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" That kid's still around. I lost respect for him, though. I'm not gonna say who it is now, but
Yeah. Ooh, no naming names.
so you just want to be a comic. You just want to walk in, but you don't want to do whatever it takes. You don't want to take the extra mile. You don't want to work hard. And you want stage time. Here I am, this person and all I need is this. I'm not asking for much.
Mm-hmm.
All I need is a little bit of this.
Yeah. That's not blood, sweat, tears. That's not blood, sweat, tears.
No. And then, of course, years later, the person asks, when the person sees me producing shows, asks me for sure. Nah, I'm booked. Sorry.
Ah, nah. Really? Held the grudge. Should we call you Held the Grudge Pudge?
Held the grudge Pudge. Thank you. Yeah, but why am I going to look out for somebody that, I just don't feel is in the game like we are?
I totally agree with you.
And why am I going to give him a spot when I can give you a spot?
Right. No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. It's all about the commitment. It's about, you know what I'm saying? And it's all in. And it just made, it didn't make any sense. It's not like, oh, my mother's dying. I can't leave her side. Sorry, I can't do it. Right. It's not like, this, it's not like there was an excuse or I would, it was no. And it's like, Speaking of old time, why Tino got a mask on in the basement by himself? Shout out to Cooper Rigo, ladies and gentlemen.
Cooper Rigo, yeah, look, the Predator, he killed. He was here this weekend. Cooper, what's up, man? I can't type. I forgot. Yeah, this is the new norm that's happened before the show started. I'm like, where's my selfie stick? Where did I leave my selfie? I left my selfie stick at the job, so I have to be holding it. So I will not be doing any typing. So Pudge, that is your department.
No, just joining. Shout out to Cooper Rigo. He's the motherfucker that you telling me about how you got in. He's the motherfucker who brought me in.
Oh wow!
That story.
That.
I was just dreaming of being a comic, and
Chris,
I'm working a security job at Price Waterhouse and Coopers. I had the night shift, and I was coming off the night shift. There was a young lady who worked there who was an actress, and so I would talk to her about my dreams, and she was like, "Yeah, you can be a." And then one day she comes to me, she's like, "Yo, there's a comedian on the day shift." I'm like, "There's a comedian." He goes, "Yeah, he's coming on the shift now."
Did she use that term loosely?
Yeah. And it was Cooper Rigo. She goes, "Look for him. His name is Cooper Rigo." So I found him, and we started shooting the shit. And before you know it, he took me by the hand to all the open mics.
Cooper, wow, look at that.
He grabbed me by my
Cooper Rigo. See.
He says, "Come on, Pudge, let me show you around." And I'm like a little niño. I'm like, okay, and that's how I started.
Oh wow! So he's who we got to thank for this. I mean, great job, Cooper.
Yeah. He could have done better. All the people he could have discovered, he discovered me.
14 years ago. Wow.
Oh, see, okay, we're 14. We're 14. I'm 14. Yep.
Yeah. I was in there before you guys, so definitely. Yep. Yeah. I'm glad, man. Two of the good guys to the game, man. Cooper, don't sleep on Cooper. Cooper goes back to like the trenches where a lot of people know who he is. You know what I mean? Not on mainstream, but a lot of people know who he is as far as like, we were there in the trenches, the mics, like the story you just told. A lot of people
Yeah.
say that about Cooper. I gotta be honest. Like when I started Bar 82 was actually a product of Cooper Rigo, which it was just kind of like the mics that I would take over was kind of like Cooper Rigo, just kind of like I got a life, I gotta go. It was just kind of like his handoffs, It was like, wait, where you going, Cooper? All right, yes,
When
I'm the new host of this place here. Cooper Rigo will be
so he
back. Just
called Tino. Tino, I'm leaving the mic. It's yours.
yeah, I was that guy. Like, no, but Cooper, I just came to do jokes. And
Here,
all
it's
right,
yours.
hi,
Take it.
yeah, yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm the new Cooper Rigo. I know I have a lot less muscles, but I got you guys. And yeah, so my open mic thingies, is a spring off of Cooper Rigo just kind of abandoning mics.
He's so influential in the game. He's
Yeah,
helped us both a great deal.
yeah,
And he is very muscular. He's
yeah.
very
He is.
muscular.
Yeah. Hey. From day one, that's the body I wish I had, but there's only
Me
one
too.
Cooper Rigo. Yeah,
Me-
yeah. That's our hashtag. Me too. We wish we had a body like Cooper Rigo. But I want to say something about the mask though, because I actually wear the mask because it gives me a chance with the ladies. How many times women have stopped me and I'm like, hey, like the other day, this girl goes, hey, I think I know you. And she's gorgeous. I'm like, oh my God. When a woman is like kind of telling you like, I think I know you. But then she says the dreaded, take off your mask. Oh my God. So,
Oh,
so I start sweating, but I'm like, yeah. I start sweating, but I try to make it sexy. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then I take it off, and she immediately goes, no, I don't know you, and just walks away.
it's all the eyes. They fall in
Huh?
love with the eyes.
The eyes. Yeah. The eyes, they never lie.
The Tino's eyes. They look at the eyes and like I feel like I've blown you before. Like yeah. When I look up at your eyes, it
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah. So,
Your eyes look familiar. I
yeah. So I'll be wearing the mask for everything I do, everywhere I go. Even after it's over, this is staying on because it ups my chances of finding love.
whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it
Thank
takes.
you, thank
Corona,
you.
it's Corona love. COVID love.
Yeah, COVID love. I had one
The
of those
COVID,
actually. I don't know. Did this happen to you? I don't know if you're married, right? I'm just saying you're getting some consistently, right?
yeah, sure.
Okay. That's how I see you, Pudge. But me, no. I like when the quarantine. I kind of, just to kind of keep like a female thing going. I just wanted to feel alive, so I entertained like talking to this
Yeah.
particular woman for like 3 weeks in a row, whatever. And when you talk to someone and you're cooking and they're watching you and you develop feelings or whatever, you know what I mean? So, but, like I said, I develop feelings. Her is a different story. Yeah.
Sometimes they're
But
unfortunately sometimes they're one way.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. We've all been there. We have feelings, but they're only one way feelings.
Yeah. This is definitely a one way, but it was definitely my quarantine love. I'm writing a piece on that because I was singing boleros to this girl. I was just like, oh my man.
She
I
lives
went
there with
there.
you. She lives in the building.
No, it was just video. We haven't
This
seen each
video.
other in person. It's just,
Where's she
yeah.
from?
She's in Jersey somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was
Huh.
definitely.
Country of Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah.
So far yet so close.
Yeah. It was, yeah,
Jersey.
it was sad. But that was like my quarantine love. I felt the video love thing. I know it's a real thing. You can't fall in love on video.
What part of Jersey is she from?
Oh man, shit. Fuck. I forgot that part. I was too in love. I
So
was too
okay,
in love.
what's her status? She's single. She got kids. What is she of
She
age?
she's no, she's
Over
single,
18?
but
Okay.
no. She was available because I guess I was like rebound Tino, like I don't know, but it was established because I asked her actually like, do I have a chance with her? And this was her exact response. She goes, "Well, if you lose your man boobs, uh, if you lose your gut, if you shave, then maybe I'll consider answering that question."
So you have a shot.
I don't know.
So you
I don't
have
speak.
a
I don't
shot.
speak women. I don't speak women, man. I don't know.
She said what she's. It sounds like she says you have potential.
Yeah.
You just yeah. She didn't say no.
That's
She just
what I
gave you
took
a
from it.
laundry list. She just gave you a laundry list. Get rid of the guts, get rid of the boobs, and shave. That's not bad.
No,
That's you got something. You should be doing sit-ups right now.
you're
As a matter of
right.
fact, Cooper, call Cooper.
I
You should be
know.
like
Cooper,
Cooper.
help me.
Cooper, yo, I got some ass, but I got to get in shape first. Call Cooper. First. You call Cooper to get you in shape. Then you call Kenny
uh,
for the haircut and the
eh,
shave.
it's all there for me.
Let's go. The comedy community is there for you. You got Cooper to get you in shape. You know Kenny Warren for the tight fade.
Yeah, yeah. Big ups
Bro,
to Kenny, man. Big ups to Kenny, man. I'm part of the Live at the Zoo with Kenny Warren every Thursday. So check him out, Kenny Warren. He lets me do some puns on there, so I appreciate that.
yo, let me ask you something. Cooper says he's got you.
Yo,
Cooper
need
should
it, man.
Cooper should start a training program for comedians. I'm
I
saying. I
know,
mean,
I know, I know. He does yoga.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
that's the
I
gayest exercise, by the way. But I think we
no,
need to do it.
I was doing something similar. I was doing DDP yoga.
Oh,
Yoga.
double penetration?
No, not that DDP. That no, no. Malo, no, malo.
I don't know.
Bad,
That's the only.
bad Tino. Bad Tino.
The DDP that I know is Dominicans don't play and double penetration. So which one
Double.
are you?
No, neither.
Neither.
It's another yoga, but thank you. Okay, thank you, thank you for clearing your mind.
Ah,
Thank you. Double double penetration. No, sorry. Now I know where your sex page is at. You double
uh,
penetration.
oh man. Yeah.
That's what you. That's how old you are.
Yeah. I gotta be honest. The other day I was watching a porn because that's what I do. And
Double penetration.
yeah. And there was a porn star that did a pun, and I got upset. I got upset because I'm like, no. Stay in your fucking field. Do not come in my fucking field. I don't go and try and put my dick in like, hey, you're fucking right. Excuse me. Don't bring punning to porn. That's my job. Okay. Now what's the next question?
Okay, so porn. Stick to the porn. Don't do
Yeah.
puns.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. That's
you don't do porn.
I I can't. I'm sorry.
Not yet. Until you get rid of the titties and the gut. Okay, the titties, the gut, and the shit. And she's gonna give you
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Women have a weird way of talking, man. Like
God
she's
bless her, she was direct. God bless her. She gave you a shot.
porn
She could
the
just said, yeah, okay.
That's my porn name.
Porn the moon. Thank you, Super Mario. I like that.
Yeah, baby. Ow. Yeah. No, never mind. That's how I'm gonna end. Big finish. But I really can understand women, man. Like she tells me, I told her, like, she was like, oh no, you're just talking to me because you want to enter my orifices. I'm like, duh, not without a condom.
Well, I think she wants a relationship. You said she's single, right?
Yeah, she was kind of on a rebound, kind of sorta, and it was funny because she sent me a picture of the brother that she's involved with. Well, that she's he's in another country. He's really far, but she sent me a picture of him.
Really?
And
Why?
huh?
Why?
I don't know because like we got into a little Zoom argument or video argument, and I'm like, you know what? I
Was it a
said you're
picture?
blocked. Huh?
Was it a picture of him naked?
No, but it was like the chest up or whatever. He was kind of like a better version of me. You know what I mean? He had the repeat
She
now, all
said,
together now.
"This is your competition. This is what you're up against. She's,
Yeah.
this is your ceiling. This is your ceiling. Okay."
Yeah. The son of a bitch, he did he
That's
got rid of his
hilarious.
titties. He got rid of his titties.
That's hilarious. You ask her out and she sends you a picture of her ex. Okay, Mira, just so you know. Just so you know. Just so you know. Okay,
Yeah.
look in the mirror. Look at this picture of my ex. Look at
Yeah.
my ex. Okay.
Yeah.
You see the connection? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did what any manly man with feelings would do at a moment like that. You know what I mean?
You
I blocked
masturbated.
her. No,
Oh,
I
okay.
blocked her.
You blocked her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So it's dead? It's dead?
Yeah, because we were on a different page, you know. We were on a different page, you know. And nothing worse than liking a girl and her not liking you back. You know what I mean? It's torture, and I didn't
Yeah.
want to be tortured anymore.
But
Plus it was stopping my creativeness and SSSS and if I
yo,
had to masturbate to her, getting her dog licking her face one more time, I was gonna sign myself up to some type of rehab.
you said you weren't doing. Isn't it a bitch? Fucking like when you fall for somebody, how overwhelming it is
Hmm.
that you just lose sight of everything else. Like it really absorbs
It
your brain,
absorbed.
heart,
Oh,
and then you kind
Pudge,
of
I
you like
was cooking, I was taking showers, and vice versa. By the way, that's another jerk off material. But yeah, you're taking showers together because this is the technology now. Like if you can't talk without seeing each other.
you were taking a
So,
shower with her on Zoom,
well, yeah, but from the chest up. I mean, from the
but
man boobs up.
but isn't it okay? So is that like quarantine first base? That's like first base, quarantine. If you're taking a shower with a girl through Zoom, that's you were almost there.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Pudge, I'm old. I'm
Was
not
she
ugly.
was she taking
Huh?
a shower? Was she in the shower
She took a few showers in my presence, but from
on
the
Zoom?
neck up, she kept it classy. She kept it classy.
But still, that's there's something there.
Hmm?
There's some you gotta unblock her. You gotta get her back. There's something.
Um,
It's sexy sucio. It's like a sexy
yeah,
sucio.
but it takes it's time consuming to get it to that point.
Yeah.
It's time consuming, and I
So
had
you
jokes to write. She was
so
a
you
good
had a Zoom
source of
shower.
material, huh?
So you had a Zoom shower with a woman.
Doesn't everybody?
I never Zoom showered another woman.
I mean, the things I've done on Zoom, dude. I mean, my God. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll write a book one day.
Wow.
Yeah,
Zoom shower.
it's yeah. Women get very comfortable around me, but I just need time
And get rid of the tits.
and getting rid of the tits.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, you start working out and then show up with that girl again, like call her and be like, bam, let her let her
I
know.
put a picture of the guy and myself, now and after, before. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
Yeah, yeah.
that's crazy. She's no titty. Yeah, she gave you the list. She gave you the list of what to do. Just get a haircut, shave, boom.
I know, but I was emotionally invested because I wasn't going out anywhere, so it was just
Yeah.
kind of like she was the chosen one. But yeah, How comfortable. Maybe to just take that first time that, a woman decides to like sleep with me again. I'll let loose of the emotions that I'm carrying right now. You know what I mean? Because it's been at least 4 months since I've gotten any female what's the word
Wow.
I'm looking for?
Interaction.
Interaction. Yeah.
Entanglement.
Entanglement. That's the new word now.
As I said, the Jada Pinkett Smith entanglement. Did you see that?
I did not see that. I hear
Oh
snippets of
yeah,
it, but
oh
yeah.
yeah. Will Smith's wife got an entanglement with some other dude. That's
Oh
what they call it now.
wow,
So
wow.
you haven't been entangled in 4 months.
Minimum.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, minimum. Yeah, but that's the low numbers because I want to give myself a chance. So, ladies, I have a big place here. I have a big place here. You can do as you want. You can yell as
You live
loud as you want.
you live alone?
Huh?
You live
No.
alone.
I have roommates, but like what we do around here is like when anyone is having sex, we turn the music on. So, yeah. When loud music means someone is having sex somewhere,
Very
you know.
respectable.
Yeah. I turn it
It
on when I masturbate.
specific type of music or just any music?
It's romantic. It's romantic. So we're all
Like
into it.
so like like what would Tino turn on if he was having sex right now? What music would you put on, the bachata or what? Like that you're gonna put on the
I,
daddy?
yeah. I think it would be reggaeton because they I don't know if you see my videos. I'm very big into the reggaeton movement because it's like hot women and humping. I grew up
Okay.
on that. I got the kids to prove it.
How many kids do you have?
I have four lovely children. Three love
And you
me, one hates me, but that's another story for another day.
wow. And how many grandkids?
I have two granddaughters, a black one and a white one.
You have two granddaughters.
Yeah. Yeah,
A black
my son
a
who's half
black
Puerto
one and a
Rican.
white.
Yeah.
Did you say black one and a white one?
Yeah, because my son ended up sleeping with a blue-eyed white woman, and the product of it was like his daughter came out really, really white. So
Okay, but
with
it's the way you said it, like like I have two cars, a black one and a white one. I have two polo shirts, a black one and a white one.
yeah. Look
I
at
have
my
two
second bag, my second.
one sock and a white sock. Two grandchildren, a black one and a white one. So it's
I'll
like
post pics so you guys can see. I like to simplify things.
I'm I'm working on the brown one as we speak. Gee, wow, black and white. So and you play with them?
No. That they live in Florida, so it's kind of like a long distance, grandfathership, you know.
Wow, you're a
Yeah. But
crazy.
yeah. That's
But
like, Hmm?
they know grandpa. They know you. They know Grandpa Tino.
I've been over there only once, so not they don't know me. You know what I mean? But why start now?
Just wait for your first like Comedy Central presents, and then let them. You
Yeah,
want to wait for
yeah,
your first.
yeah, 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 yeah. I have them come look for me. I'm like, yeah, so that's Grandpa. So,
Wait
so
for.
I need comedy to work on many levels for the
I hear you.
grandkids too. Yeah, for the grandkids.
Okay. So four kids and two grandkids, a black one and a white one.
Yeah, and a partridge and a pear tree.
Got the salt and pepper.
Yeah. Ladies, holla, come on. I got for one more kid. Hurry up.
How old are you now?
I'm 50. I'll be 51 in September.
Wow, you look good.
Yeah.
You look good.
Thank you. But if I shave and that's like the callback, right?
What?
But if I shaved and got rid of the man boobs and the gut, right?
Oh yeah. If you get rid of the man boobs and the gut, and you
I feel that's
you
the
have.
callback.
I'm telling you, you're working it. You should call Cooper. Call Cooper right now. Let him know.
Right. No, definitely will. Yeah, no. I definitely, at some point, I mean, I'm still working on this character. I still have a few things to do with it or whatever. But, well, that's what I tell myself anyway. Yeah, I'll be doing, you know, skits with Danny Deuces. She's like famous on Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, what does it mean to be an influencer? Is that just another fancy name for stripper?
No, influencer means you have a shitload of followers, like a
Oh,
shitload of followers.
okay,
Like
okay.
any, yeah, yeah, an influence. Like first of all, on Instagram, some people, like the famous people, got that little blue check mark.
Oh, that's
It
what that
means
is.
like that blue check mark means you're official. You know what I'm saying? It's
Oh,
like
shit.
I don't know how it works. Yeah, definitely 90% of the people that check mark mean they got
Right,
like maybe a couple of 100,000, maybe a
right,
million.
right,
You'll get that check mark means you're official. It's
right.
some kind, and you're an influencer. That's the new thing.
Right,
Uh,
right, right.
and
I've
if
heard
you
it a few times. That's why I'm like, what the fuck
yeah,
is an
and,
influencer?
and if you're an influencer, then you can make money. There's different
Wow.
avenues. Like there's a lot of influencers that they get paid to go to the club. So
Mm,
they'll get to go to the club or restaurants
wow.
and take pictures of themselves at
Wow.
partying because people are watching. So
Right.
you're influencing them to go to that club or to that
Ah.
restaurant. And a lot of influencers get paid from they get sneaker deals.
Right. Right.
Nike, Adidas, same like and they'll be like there's the contract will be like, all right, we'll give you $1,000 a month. You
Right.
just take two pictures with your Reeboks on every
Oof.
day. You know what I
Wow.
mean? There's some kind of you got to there's a commitment. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like
Right.
$1,000 a month for the whole year,
Oh
but you
my
take
God.
one picture a day with our gear. You got to
Right.
take a picture a day, or or two pictures on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's
Wow. Okay.
yeah. You can sign a deal. Coca-Cola, Nike,
Oh
whatever.
wow.
Because you're an influencer. People are watching you.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. So it's a positive thing then. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I only know negative influences like my weed dealer. You know what I mean? You know, the guy that I did that robbery with, they influenced me to do bad. So I didn't know there was a positive influencers.
Is
Uh,
that the story that I know?
the right what?
The robbery, is that the one involving an ice cream truck or something?
What that I did?
Yeah,
No, it's the donut truck.
donut truck.
Yeah. That was pretty.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
I remember you told me a wild story one time. I thought it was pretty awesome. You ended
yeah.
up in,
What?
you ended up north. You went north to Canada or something, or up north.
Oh, when I got locked up.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. No. That was like the guy that was because I didn't know he was a crackhead, and at the time I was unemployed, and I'm going walking around with a guy that's just pretty much making money every time he goes into a store, and
right.
at the moment because of my baby mother, putting pressure on me,
Yeah,
we had a situation where like I guess I did the old leave me alone, I can't find a job, and I pushed her
right.
back, and she went and finds a gun, right, and just like, oh yeah, you want to put your hands on me, and mind you, I have a gun to my face, and I'm like, ah. So I had to pull the Goodfellas. Remember that scene?
Karen,
You really
Karen,
gotta do it.
do you love her? Do you love her? The gun pointed at the face. Karen, Karen. I love that.
I love that scene too,
I think
but that.
I think every man has had that scene with a woman. I think maybe not with the gun, but we've all felt that. Do
Yeah.
you do you love her? No. I'm
I'm with you. I woke up with you. I love you.
yeah,
Right?
and they
Now
never.
put, yeah. But so after I managed to like, sweet talk the gun away from her, I ended up kind of like, hey, I got a gun now, yippee! And I ended up going and with this guy, and he was handling everything. He was like, at the end of the night, we had money, whatever. All I had to just kind of like be the guy with a gun in his bag. And yeah, things were happening, whatever. But of course, him being the head crackhead, well, I wasn't a crackhead, but him being the head you know, him being in charge, he would always get the biggest cut. And one day, me not being a criminal, you know what I mean? This is like, I was a criminal for like 2 weeks, maybe, you know? And one day I just zoned out. We were at Caldor. I don't know if you remember Caldor, right? You know, yeah. Metropolitan. Yeah. We were like, he grabbed some batteries. We were on the way out or whatever. And me not being a criminal, I didn't realize like those things that were on top of the stores. I didn't know those things were like surveillance video. You know, I thought it was like, oh, nice designs. You got a whole bunch of them there. And on the way out of the store, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab these two $10 sweaters and put them in my bag and walk out of the store. But But as I'm walking out the store, I see like employees doing a beeline towards me. And I'm like, I know when somebody's coming towards me, and I know what I did. So I start hauling ass out of the place, and
that's it. I can picture you running.
Yeah. This is like Tino. This is 1997 Tino. You know,
before titties and the gut.
Before titties and the shave.
Right. Okay.
I was flying like the wind. I would like. And that's to tell you, if the door, because it was one of those, remember those big doors that Carl door and Metropolitan, where those big brown doors where, they open by themselves and like, boom. Right. So by the time I went so fast that I went through like the sensor that I had to push it. So I pushed the first one, but then by the second one, they nabbed me and they just got on top of me and then there was like a precinct or like a training program for
in the same building in the same building.
Yes,
building it is. It's a Metropolitan. It's some kind of a training school.
Exactly. So of course someone with expertise that knew how to grab me, and then I like panic. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put this gun out and everyone's gonna get away from me. But at the moment I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna use this, and I just kind of like gave up because It was just there was a scene. There were kids around because this was like early in the afternoon. So I was gonna have either like a moment of like a TV moment where like gunshots were gonna be everywhere and like kids were shot and bystanders or just
at Caldor
for $10 sweaters.
Wow.
So
you've always had great stories. I've always heard great stories from you. We don't have time for them all, but I mean, I don't know if people know this, but you were in the Navy at one point.
I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy for a little bit. So I bring a lot of life to comedy. I bring a lot of life experience to comedy, but
it's hilarious. But all your stories, dude, they're hilarious because it's like so you. It's so you. It's like. It'd be a great. It seems like an episode. Like, okay, what is Tino gonna do now? And Tino gets arrested again. Oh, what did he do now?
It's just zone outs. I have life zone outs, like where like, yes, I could do this, and before I know it, I'm not supposed to do that. But it's always things that I don't expect to happen.
I know you're right. I know you write your puns, which, by the way, they're awesome. Hey, let me ask you a question about your puns. We have some time left.
Yeah.
Because I noticed this on social media. I was a little upset for you. But you were the king of puns, and that was yours.
Oh,
and
thank you.
And all of a sudden, I see other people copying you. They're doing your pun. I saw other. I was like, oh, you're trying to ride Tino. You're trying to ride on his pun train. That's his pun train. All of a sudden, it's like, I swear, a lot of people started trying to, I know we're comedians, and they're not, they're not stealing from you, and they can't carry your puns. That's who you are.
My pun strap.
Your pun strap. But I just found it kind of odd. I was like, at first I was like, you're my boy, so I was a little pissed. I was like, why? But then it's like, in a way, it's like an honor. They're recognizing.
And that's how I take it. Everything starts from somewhere. And if I'm to be responsible for punning one-liners, whatever it is you want to call it, becoming a thing again, by all means, I take it as an honor and as
Because
a
I see some
privilege to
comics.
be,
It's
huh?
just funny watching all these comics bust them out. I'm like,
Right,
oh, okay.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, I wish them well. I'm always positive. You know, I always tell them, like, hey, you got great potential. Even today, Seth Bird put one out there, and they tagged me because they do pay respect to me,
Honest.
and
Okay. All right.
yeah, yeah, and let me know, like, hey, look, they tagged me on it or whatever, and I get to prove it, you know, and yeah,
Pun
and
of approval. Pun of
yeah, yeah,
approval.
yeah, yeah,
All
yeah. I
right.
go back and
That's
forth.
good.
People,
That's good to
yeah,
hear. Because I know I've written puns, but
yeah,
usually it's like once in a blue moon when it's something like current events or something,
yeah.
and
I
something will
encourage that. I
and,
encourage
and,
that.
and pop in my head maybe once or twice a year. But what
Mm-hmm.
I was seeing on social media was like motherfuckers are like pun, 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 pun. I'm like, what? That
Hey, man.
like all of a sudden they want to ride your fire, and I'm like, oh shit.
No,
All right.
I don't take it like that at all, man. It's just kind of like yeah, when you got something good, you know, I'm not you know, I didn't invent the wheel. I'm just kind of
No,
like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing alongside.
no,
Words
you
were
just
there
taking the wheel.
before I came around, you know?
You're just taking the wheel in a different direction. That's all. And
Yeah,
that's why
yeah, so
a lot of comedians have told you, yo, just own that shit. Do that shit on
right.
stage because it's
Right.
great. You
No,
have
no,
a
definitely.
I know, and we spoke about this. I remember years ago, but there's a glitch in your brain
Mm.
because of your Latin Americanness, because
Mm-hmm.
you're from Panama in America. So that little glitch
Hmm.
has you see and hear things differently, which
Right.
allows you to see the puns clearly.
Yeah.
So there you go. Panama house. Now that
Yeah. Thank you,
we're
Colombia. Thank you,
Iran.
Miss. Thank you, Pudge, Colombia, with your Columbia ties for letting us have
All right,
Panama.
fuck you, fuck you. We got robbed. We got robbed. You know, you got the U.S.
Yeah,
US backed you. I don't want to hear that shit.
I
But
got you. I got you. But
but
yeah, sensitive subject for another time.
sensitive subject.
But
Sensitive subject.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but thank you for. Hmm?
Head. You have. It's in. I know people when people try to write puns, they're really trying. You see it because you have
Right,
that thing in your head,
right.
and you got to rock that, man. You got to keep rocking it on social media. You wrote a
Yeah.
book, didn't you? You wrote
Yeah,
a pun book.
I got one in the books.
Okay.
And I got another one coming up. So yeah, if you guys want to support me, I have like Pandemoniums, the original copy, the one
Okay.
that got me thinking I could do another one. So
Yeah.
round two coming up. It's called the Pandemic Edition, and it'll be out. I'm thinking within the next two months, top three, just because you know I need more help from white people.
Keep. Don't we all keep going with the puns? Keep
Thank
coming
you.
with the puns and keep making those books. Have you ever
Hmm.
thought? And also, how about a book of stories? Like your stories are great and so funny because it's
Thank you. Thank you.
like maybe I don't know. I'm not a book man or expert, but like an autobiographical book
Hmm.
with Tino stories,
Hmm.
Esteban's adventures,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Esteban's
yeah.
adventures.
I
Because
would love for something like to take place. You know, just but you know,
because
as a performer yourself, you know, it's like the juggle. It's like you
yep,
juggle between writing and
yep,
performing, and you want to be decent in all of them. So it's like the ultimate juggle of like,
yeah,
so to work at it and having a 9 to 5, which you're also, you know, I'm respected
yeah.
there also. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things you're
But just
torn
keep in mind.
between.
Keep
Yeah,
in mind,
yeah.
definitely get your second pun book, but
Hmm.
somewhere down the line, Esteban's Adventures.
Thank you, Pudge. I mean, thank you, Pudge. I'm calling you. Thank you, Punch. It's just it's in the blood. It's in the blood.
Esteban. Hey, man, we got to cut out of here. So, yo, thank you for
Hmm.
coming on. Hot
Thank
Pudge,
you.
IG Live. What's up?
Yes.
I'm going to have you on. I'm going to have you on again. This is all leading to somewhere. God willing, this is all leading to somewhere. I got a podcast idea with a couple other ideas, so I'm going to be hitting you up definitely and getting you on whatever platform I'm on. Tino's welcome.
I appreciate it, and vice versa. Thank you for having me. Check me out at Pandemoniums.
Just get
Anything
rid
that
of the
I
Yankees. Just get rid of
That's it. We
yeah.
had to. I
Yeah,
was gonna leave it alone if you left it alone,
I
but
didn't.
I'm like,
Doing this fucking thing when I'm staring at a fucking Yankee hat. I don't know why. It's from fucking Panama.
hey, Mariano Rivera, the best ever, the greatest ever. Thank you for putting us on the map again.
Allow me.
And yeah. I know it's a sensitive subject, but I love who I love. I love
Uh,
who I love.
all right. Esteban Tino Romero, thank you for coming on Hot Pudge IG Live. Yo, well, stay safe. Good luck with the shows. I'll definitely come by soon. You got me. So it's all good. And be safe, man.
Thank you. Shouts to the family and everyone that you love, and thank you for having me again. Have a good night, brother. Adios.
Gracias. Hablamos. All right. All right. That was awesome. Always a fun time. Fucking Tino. Love him, love him, love him, love him, love him to death. One of the nicest guys in the game. Shit. How does anyone not love Tino? I mean, anybody that comes in contact in the comedy community within the last 20 years knows who he is, and probably owes him a bit of a debt, because he produced so many open mics and so many shows, and the amount of people that's done them that he's booked, including myself, has got to be in the thousands. So shout out to Tino. Much love and respect. Pick up his book, his Pandemonium book, Panama Pandemonium. That should be the title of his name, Panama Pandemonium. I'm going to talk to him about that one. Anyway, shout out to Tino. Pick up his book. Check him out on social media. He goes by Esteban Tino Romero, whatever. Anyway, he's on my friend list. And thanks for hanging out. Stay tuned for another episode. Hot Pudge, IG Live. You guys know how I do. Have a good night. Be safe.